एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल फार्मेसी हंटर। तो बेटा क्या है, मैंने जो आपको 48 क्वेश्चन दिए हैं उसी के मैं आपको आंसर्स प्रोवाइड कर रहा हूँ डे बाय डे। आपको 48 के 8 क्वेश्चन के आंसर्स आपको मिलेंगे यहाँ पे। तो प्लीज़ चैनल पे अपडेट रहना, आपको इस सब्जेक्ट को बहुत आसानी हो जाएगी, कोई भी फेल नहीं करेगा। बस ये 48 क्वेश्चन पढ़ लो आराम से। देखो
3. Define ecology. Classify different types of ecology. The field of ecology has a huge variety of subdisciplines. Although the types of ecology below are divided by the level of organization being viewed, some ecologists specialize in specific aspects of each field. For example, cognitive ecology is a branch of organismal ecology that studies the mental processes of animals. Other ecologists study only the interactions between humans and the rest of the biome, a field known as human ecology or environmental science. Still other ecologists focus on the interactions between organisms and the abiotic factors that affect their evolution, such as nutrients and toxins in the environment. Ecology is a vast field. The following are only a sampling of the variety of things scientists study in ecology. Types of ecology. Type 1, Molecular ecology. At the molecular level, the study of ecology focuses on the production of proteins, how those proteins affect the organism and the environment, and how the environment in turn affects the production of various proteins. In all known organisms, DNA gives rise to various proteins, which interact with each other and the environment to replicate the DNA. These interactions lead to some very complex organisms. Molecular ecologists study how these proteins are created, how they affect the organism and environment, and how the environment in turn affects them. Type 2, Organismal ecology. Taking a step back, the study of organismal ecology deals with individual organisms and their interactions with other organisms and the environment. While organismal biology is a division of ecology, it is still a huge field. Each organism experiences a huge variety of interactions in its lifetime, and to study all of them is impossible. Many scientists studying organismal ecology focus on one aspect of the organism, such as its behavior or how it processes the nutrients of the environment. The field of ethology, or the study of behavior, can also be studied as ecology. Instead of just analyzing certain behaviors in animals, behavioral ecologists study how those behaviors affect the organism evolutionarily, and how the environment puts pressures on certain behaviors. For example, a behavioral ecologist might study the way that an eagle hunts for prey, noting which behaviors lead to success and which to failure. In this way, the scientist can hypothesize the forces that cause eagles to behave the way they do. This information can be very important when trying to develop conservation plans to protect animals in the wild. Type 3, Population ecology. The next level of organism organization, populations, are groups of organisms of the same species. Due to the wide variety of life on Earth, different species have developed many different strategies for dealing with their conspecifics, or organisms of the same species. Some species directly compete with conspecifics, while other organisms form close social bonds and work cooperatively to secure resources. A branch of ecology, social ecology, studies organisms like bees and wolves, which work together to provide for the colony or pack. The complex interactions between these organisms and their environment leads to different selective forces than in animals that compete with conspecifics. In fact, Scientists hypothesize that the increased success found in human society may have been what led humans to be so communicative. Population ecologists study populations of organisms and the complex interactions they have with the environment and other populations. Type 4, Community Ecology. Different populations that live in the same environment create communities of organisms. These communities create niches, or various spaces, for organisms to occupy. For instance, several niches can be found in a wheat field. The wheat exists on the sun's rays and the nutrients in the soils. Various insects live off of the nutrients collected by the wheat. Certain bacteria occupy a niche in the roots, where they convert nitrogen for the plant. Community ecologists study these complex interactions and the selective pressures they produce. Sometimes, organisms in communities will begin to experience coevolution where two or more species both evolve in response to each other. This can be seen in many species, from bees and the flowers they pollinate to predators and the prey they eat. Ecosystem ecology. The largest scale of organismal organization is the ecosystem. An ecosystem is a network of interconnected biological communities. The largest ecosystem, the biosphere, encompasses all ecosystems inside of it. Ecosystem ecologists study the complex patterns produced by interacting ecosystems and the abiotic factors of the environment. They may study water, nutrients, or other chemicals that cycle through the ecosystem. Ecosystem ecology is a very complex and large-scale science that includes many disciplines.